Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to you. I'm from England and I'm feeling a bit deflated at the moment. England are out of the World Cup. Oh, dearie me, dearie me. Now, I know people watch this from around the world, but hopefully you can feel a little bit for me and England. Now, I never expected England, right from the start, I never expected the England football team to win the World Cup. I was hopeful, but I never really expected it because watching the England team generally is quite painful. The last World Cup, I think we lost 2-1 in the first game, 2-1 in the second game, and then drew against Costa Rica and didn't even get out the groups. Hadn't really got to the semi-final since 1990, and you just hope for the best. England haven't won since 1966, so certainly when I've not been alive. So you just hope a little bit. Now, when the groups was originally drawn up, England, Belgium, Tunisia, Panama, I thought, right, we're definitely going to get out of that group unless something sinister happens. And you do keep thinking, well, with the history there, oh God, are we going to lose against Tunisia, then draw against Panama, then have to get something against Belgium? And I thought there was an outside chance of that happening, but we went through. And, people in England are a little bit pessimistic about the England football team because it's a bit like declaring your love for someone. You don't want to declare your love saying we're going to win, and then the next day they go, we don't love you anymore, and you've been made to look like a prize idiot. So getting the belief is hard because the England football team have been poor for quite some time. And you know that song, Football's Coming Home, 30 years of hurt they used to sing when that was there. Well, we're clocked up to 52 years. So England's out, so clock up another 4 years, chalk them up, 56 years of hurt, and it's on to the Euros. But we had a really good run. I mean, I'm a little disappointed as well because never before has the World Cup opened up for England like it's done there. I mean, the top teams were sort of like falling away without us actually meeting them. I mean, Germany, regarded as a top team, went out in the group stage. Portugal had fallen away with Ronaldo. Spain were out. And then Brazil got beat by Belgium, and it left you thinking, hang on a minute, have we got a bit of a chance here of actually winning the World Cup? And they got to the last three teams, Croatia, England and France. You're thinking, well, France look good, but we just on a one-off game, you could potentially beat them. Now, I think the sort of like belief started building in England when it was the Colombia game. We was winning that, and then Colombia got a goal right near the end, went into extra time, and then went into the penalty shootout. Now, England had never won a penalty shootout in the World Cup ever. We got a history there of people missing and drama and getting knocked out every single time. We went one goal down in the penalty shootout against Colombia, and I thought, okay, it's more of the same. We've got through the groups and we got knocked out early, just like what you'd really expect. But then Colombia missed a goal, and we come back and won, and the impossible happened. We thought, right, England have won a penalty shootout. Football's coming home, isn't it? Football's coming home. Next round, Sweden. Now, no games in the World Cup are easy, but it was Sweden that was doable that we could possibly beat them. A lot of people found it hard to believe, yeah, you're going to get beaten against Sweden, there's no chance there. But then we beat Sweden 2-0, and it was comfortable. Although, even watching it when we was 2-0 up, I felt scared, because such is the history of watching England. So we 2-0 up. So like, belief was building now, football was coming home, flags were appearing everywhere. It was a lot of excitement growing, and then we got the next round is Croatia. Now, Croatia are a lot smaller country than the UK. I think we've got about 60 odd million. What have they got? About 5 million or something like that. And I think, right, okay, we can do that. Maybe we've underestimated them. But the first half, we were happening. We got the early goal. Second half was a bit different. We let Croatia play a little bit, and then the equaliser come. And extra time, we thought it was going to go to penalties again, and then they got another goal, and we were out. And it's all deflating, because you start thinking, yeah, we can win this thing, and then we didn't. So it's a bit of a sucker punch. But I'm not, although I was disappointed, hugely disappointed actually, you've got to take the positives on it. We're a very young side. We never expected to get to that stage in the first place. We scored more goals than we ever have in any World Cup. We won a penalty shootout. Gareth Southgate was a great manager. I think waistcoat sellers are really thankful to him. Well, hopefully they don't get the waistcoats returned now. And, you know, so we got to go again. But I don't think, again, although I think we did really well, I don't think the World Cup's ever going to open up like that again without meeting any of the super top teams. Now, we got the third place playoff against Belgium, but, you know, third place playoff. To get third place, I'm not sure there's much interest there. So football didn't come home fully, but in a sense it sort of like did. There was a feeling of optimism increased in the world. Everyone was generally happy. People drank more beer, and we started respecting the England football team again, where before we hadn't. And when we go into next competition, there might be a little bit of hope. Now, hopefully that doesn't backfire and the press have a right go at Gareth Southgate in the next one. But I'm confident for the Euros. The World Cup, the last few teams that were left in it were all from Europe. The European Championships, can we go one better? We can only grow. There was a problem with our defence, I think, in a lot of those games. But a lot of teams have problems with the defence. So England, can football come home next time? So in essence, a little bit depressing. But we've done a few good things, and England can go on forward. So don't be depressed. England, hooray. So if you got any thoughts about that, if you're feeling unhappy or whatever, put your thoughts below. Until next time, take great care of yourself and are very fond. Goodbye.
Goodbye.